All right, so here we go. First thing we're going to discuss is the MWX wheels, and what I've done with these. These are 19 millimeter 8.5s, double lip. The outside lip is not it's not a big lip. It's the same size as the inside lip. And the reason why is because you can mount your tires inside or outside and gain offset. For instance, you put this tire on the regular way, and you have a standard regular offset. It's the back of the wheel, so that's your standard 0 offset. Take the tire off if you want to mount. If you want a little bit more offset for a higher grip track or for whatever reason, you mount the other way, and now the tire is 1 millimeter to the outside, which gives you a total of 2 millimeter more front width.
So just changing the orientation of the tire gives you a whole millimeter of offset.
Per side, yes.
Per side, wow.
Yes. These particular wheels, these are the acetone safe wheels. I'm going to have regular PC plastic polycarbonate that are done or will not be acetone safe, but I'll have both. You can buy whichever you prefer to do. The polycarbonate wheels tend to glue better than the acetone safe, but then again, they're not reusable. So kind of it depends on how you want to purchase them. The PC wheels are going to be cheaper. They're going to be about $4, and then the acetone safe wheels will be about $5.50.
Okay.
All right. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to clean your tires. I like to use any kind of electrical cleaner, which works the best. It's got a little bit of a film on it, so it adheres to the glue a little bit. So just basically spray the inside of your tire a little bit, kind of get it around there, and then you're going to slide your tire on.
If you're in a pinch, can you use anything besides electrical cleaner?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I would maybe sand it off or
no brake cleaners.
Definitely not brake cleaner. Yeah, that'll eat up. It'll make the rubber act different. So you don't really want to do that.
I know. I'm so curious to see how it works. I'm curious to see how it works. I've seen them online. I've seen people race them.
Rear tires, same process. You can change your offset on these two. This particular set are a +3 20 millimeter rear.
But I think honestly though, and I don't know this, but I think
and you'll be coming out with different colors for the rims.
Yeah, they'll
yellow,
be white, gray, and black.
White, gray, and black. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Well, no. So the thing was, I bought the car, put the 325 chassis on there that said get the motor part, but he never said about because that's the class, and I just learned that from this guy here. You put a
So we clean them with the brake cleaner, not the brake cleaner, with the electrical cleaner. Then we're sliding the tire on. And the cleaner just helps it, clean any debris and keep a clean contact for when it's ready for gluing.
Gets the mold release off the
mold
plat.
release.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's do the fronts. Let's get that out of the way. So the first thing I do is I'm going to glue the back side of the tire. And the reason why I do that is because once you've done the back side and you flip the tire and you have to put the glue inside this side, if you don't do the back side first, the tire will move. So if I were to glue this and it wasn't completely dry for whatever reason, when I go to peel this back, the tire will just come off. It'll move and it'll be crooked.
Does it matter regarding which way you put the lip? If you're trying to use it to extend the offset, do you still do the back side or do you do the front side?
No, always the back side.
Always the back side.
Yeah, always. Well, I'm sorry. Always the lip side of the tire. How about that?
Okay.
So also on the MWX wheels, I've raised. I made it so that the tire sticks up above the wheel like 0.2 millimeter. I do that so the glue, when you put the glue on, the glue doesn't go over the tire. These wheels are really basically made for being glued.
I could not get it square up. You see the motor in the pod? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what pod it is. Right. Yeah, I hadn't seen that video. I could not get that motor to sit right.
See, So you just glued the edge.
Yeah.
You don't put the glue inside the tire, so you do the front side of the rim.
Well, I'll edge it a little bit. I won't dig in there, but just to get into the corner.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's wrong. It's the makeup of it. The way the motor fits. Will it not let you flatten the motor out? It won't let you do that.
So you glue the edge and just kind of open up the lip and let a little bit
Yep.
kind of round out that edge on the inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like this. Like most of the time, if you got a flat metal motor, it's
Now for the rear tires, depending on what class you're running, what I'll do is I'll usually tape and then I'll glue just the outside if it's a stock class. If it's a modified class, I want fully glued. Are these for, what are you running these on?
These will be for 2500 lipo stock.
Okay, so let's go ahead and tape them, and then we'll do that process. So we'll talk.
And the tape will help increase the diameter too?
Yeah, for rollout, because I think SRA rules are 25.5 millimeter rollout. If you put this on here, I didn't bring my calibers here. It's about 25.0 roughly. So you can get a little more top end if you have a little more rollout.
Let me go grab that tape and let's keep going.
Ready? We're good? Yep. Okay. All right. So here's where the magic happens. So now we're gonna put glue on the front tire. Now, because I've been doing this a lot, I know that this particular glue only needs about 1 drop of glue for it to get perfect amount of glue on the tire. So, but the thing is, most glues are different. A thicker glue may require more or less, a different brand. This is kind of one of those experience type things to get this done right. So I know this glue is gonna be 1 drop and it's gonna work. So here's what we're gonna do now. This is a little more, work on the camera angles, probably, because I'm gonna be like this.
And what kind of glue is this?
This is the Instaflex, Bob's Instaflex thin.
The BSI Industries
BSI
Instaflex.
thin.
Okay.
Yeah, Instaflex. I'm having really good luck with that stuff. All right, so here's what we're gonna do here. Remember, we've glued the backside, so the tire's not gonna move. So I'm gonna put this small screwdriver in the lip. I'm gonna angle it, make a little opening there. I'm gonna put 1 drop in, that, and then I'm gonna work it around. If you look inside, you'll see the glue puddling in there. And then when you come up, there we go, almost perfect. There we go.
Do you have any tips to avoid getting the glue to spill out? Is it just, should we?
Yeah, it's one of those, you just gotta have to figure it out.
When in doubt, should we use a little less glue? Should we caution?
Yeah,
caution?
if you use a lower amount of glue with a thicker glue, you'll have time to fix it. But this is thin glue, so you really only got like 1 shot. And you're done.
So the stuff that cures fast,
Right.
you got to move fast.
Definitely, you want to practice with a thicker glue. I'm just cleaning the glue off the screwdriver here. All right, so that was it for that one. We'll do the next one.
All right, so far we've just cleaned the rear rims with the electric spray. Now we're putting tape on the tires to help with the rollout. The tire, it increases the rollout. Will it increase the rear ride height?
Yes, it will, but it's kind of a minimal amount. It's not very much.
Oh shit, I got you, bud.
That's 1 down, and we'll measure it. This is double. This is a double layer. All right, so it's 25.63, which is slightly over, but by the time you run them in, they'll be right on point.
Okay, perfect. And this is the same process if you have the wide 14s. Anything special you do for that?
Yeah, full glue for those. I mean, there's no reason to make, you don't worry about rollout in mod. Although for F1, you can also double tape. So to answer your question, yeah, it's the same exact thing.
I see. Mod has much higher horsepower.
Well, not only that, but you've got pinions, so you can change your pinion on it. So it doesn't really matter.
So you don't need the extra rollout.
You don't need the extra rollout.
So is that the go-to to double tape it as you are, or am I not seeing that you're double taping?
I just double taped it.
And just to reiterate, this is for lipo stock. So this is just to help us lipo stock cars get a little bit extra, just that little bit extra out of it, Marcus. Is that right?
Yeah, you know, and there's you're gonna get, it's almost like putting a bigger pinion on it. You know, but there's always, as everything that you do, there's a positive and a negative of everything. So sometimes on some tracks, you actually want a little bit of a smaller tire because you'll make up more time on the infield than you will on any straightaway. So it just kind of depends on the layaway, on the layout. This particular track, I'm liking smaller sizes, but that's just me. All right, so now they're all taped and prepped. So we're gonna go ahead and do the rears next, just because it's a lot simpler. So all I'm gonna do is run a bead.
Hey, we get it. Let's stop.
This is kind of an advanced move, and I hope I don't mess it up when I'm doing it. But you really got to be really careful with your glue on this.
So you just barely put a very thin bead.
Very thin bead on it. If you get too greedy with it, it's going to get all inside your tread, and that just makes a mess. It's done.
Okay. So we just put a very thin bead on.
Yeah, you don't
back.
want to have it on the sidewall that much. Just right in the bead.
Okay. I'm gonna pause.